For 33 episodes, we have studied the market, the charts, the numbers, the patterns, the tools. But today we turn the camera around and point it at the one factor that decides more of your results than any indicator ever will. You. Your own brain is, by a wide margin, the greatest enemy your portfolio will ever face. Today we meet that enemy, so you can finally stop losing to it. Here is the uncomfortable truth. The market is not really driven by earnings and interest rates in the short term. It is driven by two ancient emotions, fear and greed, sloshing back and forth through millions of nervous human beings. And your brain, magnificent as it is, was never designed to invest. It was designed to keep a small mammal alive on a dangerous plane. Those survival instincts, so useful out there, are quietly disastrous in here. Let me introduce your three biggest internal enemies, one at a time, so you can recognize them when they whisper to you. Enemy 1, loss aversion. This is the big one. Two psychologists, Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky, won a Nobel Prize for showing something remarkable. The pain of losing $100 is about twice as intense as the pleasure of gaining $100. Losing simply hurts far more than winning feels good. Think about what that does to an investor. You hold your losing stocks far too long, desperate to avoid crystallizing the pain, and you sell your winners far too early, grabbing the relief. You end up doing the exact opposite of the old rule. You cut your flowers and water your weeds. Enemy 2, the herd. We are social animals, and for a hunter on that ancient plane, being alone meant death, and staying with the group meant safety. So when we see everyone around us buying, our brain screams that it must be safe, get in now. And when we see everyone panicking and selling, that same instinct screams, run. This is why ordinary people predictably buy at the euphoric top, when everyone is greedy, and sell at the terrified bottom, when everyone is fearful. The herd feels safe, and it is almost always wrong at the extremes. Enemy 3, overconfidence. Ask a room full of drivers how many are above average, and around 90% raise their hand, which is mathematically impossible. Investors are no different. After a couple of lucky wins, we become convinced we have a gift, we trade more, take bigger risks, and stop respecting the market. Overconfidence turns a good run into a blown-up account with breathtaking speed. The wisest investor of all gave us the perfect mental tool for this. Benjamin Graham, the mentor of Warren Buffett, asked us to imagine the market as a moody business partner he called Mr. Market. Every single day, this manic-depressive fellow knocks on your door and shouts a price at which you will buy your shares or sell you his. Some days he is wildly euphoric and names a crazy high price. Other days he is in total despair and offers to sell for almost nothing. Here is the key. He is your servant, not your guide. You are never obligated to trade with him. His mood swings are not wisdom about value. They are just emotion, and his bad days are your opportunity. So how do we actually beat an enemy that lives inside our own skull? You cannot delete your emotions, and pretending you are a cold robot only makes it worse. The answer, the one this entire series keeps arriving at, is to take the decision out of the emotional moment entirely. You build rules in advance when you are calm, and then you obey them when you are not. You automate. A fixed amount invested into a broad index fund on the same day every month does not feel fear, does not feel greed, and does not check whether the herd is running. It simply buys coldly and consistently through every panic and every party. So look back at all those charts and tools from the last arc. They were never the real battlefield. This is your loss aversion, your herd instinct, your overconfidence, the moody knocking of Mr. Market at your door. The investor who understands these enemies and quietly builds rules to disarm them beats the genius who knows everything about the market and nothing about himself. I'll see you in the next one, where we put names to even more of these mental traps. Until then, keep it simple, and remember the enemy is usually in the mirror.